Some non-Christmas jokes. President Biden has commuted roughly 1,500 sentences and pardoned 39 people in the biggest single-day act of clemency. He even pardoned one woman for running the world's worst presidential campaign. In New York City last night, a rush-hour power outage left 3,500 subway riders stranded for hours. Thankfully, though, passengers were able to pass the time the same way they always do, by rubbing up against each other. A truck fire covered a California highway in melted chocolate. Cleanup crews immediately called in 2 trucks of graham crackers, 4 tons of marshmallows, and Brian Stelter. LeBron James says he's taking a break from basketball for personal reasons. He'll be spending time with his family and flopping on the ground the moment they touch him. Scientists now say that the Earth's oceans help cool global temperatures much more than previously thought. This must be why Al Gore turned himself into a whale. Tesla owners are now buying anti-Elon Musk bumper stickers to signal their virtue. We'll just wait until they find out about Henry Ford. A man in Massachusetts became stuck in a chimney while trying to evade cops that were conducting a drug raid. Experts say they wouldn't even be news if everyone celebrated Kwanzaa. 83-year-old Bernie Sanders assumes this will be his last term. He doesn't want to die in office like his idol, Joseph Stalin. CNN has lost in the ratings to HGTV, proving people would rather watch grass grow than Anderson Cooper. There we go. All right, so the big news this week, there's the pitter-patter of little feet around the Gutfeld home, and this time not from Greg or Gus. And this happened too. Time magazine announced its Person of the Year, and to the surprise of no one, there we go, all right. They were not employed by CNN. It was none other than President-elect Donald J. Trump, as you hear from the applause. So it's the second time he's had the honor, with the first coming after his presidential win in 2016. That was also the same week Hillary Clinton canceled her subscription and smashed her server with a hammer. The editorial board mentioned Trump's historic comeback, his impact on global politics, and how he increased his votes from blacks, Latinos, and people named Biden. The difference, in 2016, the cover called him President of the Divided States of America. This year, it's simply his name, even though there was plenty of room for cry harder losers. When Democrats win, it's a mandate. It's Camelot. It's a sign that better angels prevailed. Or as Barack Obama modestly put it, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Yet when Republicans win, America's divided. It's controversial. It's bitterly contested. You hear a lot of, not my president, and it's time to put politics aside. Well, as much as, you know me, I try to be gracious. I have bad news for those whiners. There is no your president. There's only the president, and once again, his name is Donald Trump. College, popular vote, House and Senate, the American people seem to like his politics just fine. Yet the media and Democrats are shrieking that now, more than ever, we need to give in to their demands lest we sacrifice democracy itself. Raising the question, why are conservatives always expected to make concessions when they win? Victorious Democrats get to spike the ball, or at least toss it as hard as their spindly little wrists will allow. Even Merriam-Webster is in on the act, declaring polarization the word of the year. Now, that's the famous publisher of dictionaries, thesauruses, and other books that no one buys anymore. And I'm not even sure if thesauruses is a word anymore. They define polarization as division into 2 sharply distinct opposites, especially a state in which the opinions, beliefs, or interests of a group or society no longer range along a continuum, but become concentrated at exposing extremes. It's a fun word, and it's also a choice. No one makes you be polarized. And just as no one forces you to make a TikTok freaking out about how Trump's going to put you in a detention camp, because the fact is we're becoming less polarized. As a Harvard law professor points out in a Washington Post column this week, one of the unnoticed themes of the recent election was depolarization. The electoral chasms between groups of voters shrank compared with 4 years earlier. So here are some other words you should work into your vocabulary. Accountability, responsibility, perseverance, winning, and leg day.
Winning.
Republicans are expected to take on as the campaigns of 2024 turn into the victories of 2025 and beyond. The only divisions are between people who want America to live up to its potential and those who want to drag themselves and everyone else down. If you need another word of the year, here's a proven winner said by a man right after a would-be assassin's bullet tore through his ear. Fight, fight, fight.